I kind of had one more fun thing that I wanted to do today. So this is kind of a mail call video, and it kind of reminds me of one thing that I wanted to bring up in some future iteration of content, like a video or during a live stream or something like that. But one thing that you can do to save some money in this hobby is buy your cards on eBay. And the reason I say that is not necessarily because eBay always has the cheapest prices, because I found that they don't. On more like fan favorite style cards, like legendary Pokemon or Charizards, I found that on eBay, those cards tend to be a little bit more expensive because of the type of person that's shopping there. Versus on TCG Player, I've noticed that the competitive cards tend to go for a little bit more because I think people who are more into the competitive side of things, and that goes for not just Pokemon, but Magic as well. TCG Player is just kind of known as that hub for that stuff. So if you're looking to get competitive cards, I'd say that's probably, when I say competitive cards, I mean like meta relevant cards. So for example, like your RCSV, RCSV Star, things like that. I think those tend to be a little bit, uh, you know, easier to find on TCG Player. They're sold in larger quantities there, but um, I'm kind of getting off on a rant here, so let's kind of bring it back home. So the reason I said that buying your cards on eBay can be a great way to save some money is because they do have or best offer feature. So I think this is a lot of 5 cards. They're all Arceus cards, and um, I submitted an offer that was a little bit on the lower side, but definitely one that I thought was going to be a great value for me for the cards that were contained within. So I don't want to show this person's address, and just in case there's anything weird going on with this package, I did want to open it up on camera. So we'll kind of see how this goes here. I'm not a huge fan of the way they package this up. Let's see. It's nice to have tape to get things secured, but at the same time, you don't want to over tape your cards because then somebody could potentially damage it when they're trying to get it open, and that's kind of one thing that I found as well is people over tape their cards. All you really need is a top loader and a sleeve. You don't need to tape it. You don't need to do anything crazy like that. Let me just pull this off camera real quick to make sure that there's no no personal information on this. So I think it was just on the front. So, and then again with the over taping, like this is just going to be a pain to get open now, and I don't want to risk damaging my cards. Like when I'm selling, for example, you'll never see me use this amount of tape because I'm just concerned that I'm going to damage, or somebody's going to damage the card when they're trying to get it out. And that's something that just would have been preventable. So if you are selling, cut back on the amount of tape that you use because it's just not necessary. Thankfully, I think this seller did a pretty decent job of protecting these cards. Oh, that looks like some writing there. You make sure that they don't have any personal information on there. Probably just a note to say thank you. And that's one thing that I really like, is getting notes from sellers. It's kind of nice. Okay, cool. So, yep, just a thank you note. So let's take a look here. Really hope I'm not missing any cards. There should be a total of 5. Looks like I might have them all. So let me grab this here. No, I think we're good, actually. Cool. So that's all 5 cards. Let's go over this real quick. So I've got myself an RCSV. Here, let's just do it like this. Got an RCSV. The RCSV Collections Black Star promo. I love that art. You probably heard me say this in some of my other videos, but I've been playing a lot of Legends Arceus recently, and it's just been such a fun Pokemon game. So this is like kind of a shout out to that with this art here, and it's just awesome. That's all I have to say about that. We've also got here a gold Arceus V-Star. And then this promo Arceus. So, pretty cool card. I figured it was just kind of like a freebie that people like to throw in, but it's actually, I think, somewhere between like $5 and $8. So it's got some pretty decent wear on it. I mean, I'm not really interested in grading cards, so you wouldn't really catch me submitting them for grading anyway, just because I don't like to deal with the graded cards. I prefer just to keep them raw, enjoy them, you know. But if you like to grade them, nothing wrong with that. You know, to each their own. So we're just going to do a quick condition double check here, discount double check. So that looks pretty good. Go over this Arceus V. It's in great shape, actually. And then, probably most importantly, this Arceus V-Star here. Just make sure that it's not damaged. You know, looks pretty good to me. Comes in this cool Arceus sleeve. Got to get a hold of some of those. I love Arceus, and you'll see here, I don't know, over the next couple of weeks or so, probably make a quick video of the Arceus cards that I've managed to accumulate over the last week or so. But I know I said that there were 5 items here, and you're only seeing 4, so you're like, Luke, show me that 5th item. What do you got? We've got here a PSA 8, so near mint to mint, Arceus V-Star. This is going to be the Rainbow Rare. So this is the first graded card I've actually ever owned. And again, I didn't necessarily go out of my way to buy this, but it did appear in this lot here, and I got the lot for a pretty low amount. I would say, you know, significantly lower than what this little lot of 5 is worth here. So I'm pretty excited about it. Again, just be fun to have a single graded card. But one important thing to note is this came out as an 8. And I wanted to kind of address this notion that a lot of people have that if it's packed fresh, then it's going to be an 8. I wish that they had subgrades here. But probably centering is one thing that this got hit on. If you look at the bottom there versus the top margin of the border, it's definitely thicker up at the top, which, you know, my preference is that it'd be thicker at the bottom, but, you know, to each their own. To each their own. Maybe you like them thicker on top. Borders, that is. I don't know what you're talking about. So, it's hard to tell. I would imagine that surface scratching is probably one thing that is common with these, like Rainbow Rare or Gold Rare cards, or any of the like heavily foiled cards. They're definitely a lot more susceptible to scratching. Edges look pretty decent. Again, I wish they had subgrades on here, and I could give you guys kind of a better idea. First graded card, so maybe that QR code there can give the subgrades. Or I don't know if that's something that you have to pay extra for. I don't know if there's just like an economy grading that doesn't give you subgrades. Again, I'm brand new to this stuff, guys, so I really have no idea. But I thought it was kind of a cool thing to have here. Just kind of a nice keepsake. And again, it's just so hard to pass up on this, you know, pretty good deal. But thanks a lot for joining. I know I kind of turned this into a longer form video. Like, how do you turn a video about 5 cards into an 8-minute video? Well, this is how you do it, you know, opening it and talking about something you really don't know a whole lot about. But hey, I'm trying to learn. I'm really interested in Pokemon cards. You know, I've been a long time Pokemon fan, and I'm hoping that this is a kind of a fun foray into a new hobby for me. I come from Magic the Gathering background, and I'm just so burnt out on that. So this has just been something fun and new to try. So, yep, that was my kind of 5-card haul here. Just a bunch of Arceus cards. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend.